Little strawberry French toast for breakfast. Very nice. Hello friends, family, total strangers. Today's video is about this guy. This is the Zoleo satellite messenger. So I am currently camped on Jawbone Creek, about 20 minutes from where we used to live at the power plant in California. We lived there for a couple years. It's right on the Tuolumne River. And yeah, I'm about 20 minutes away from that right now. So hopefully we'll check that out later today and do a hike. But the video is about my Zoleo satellite messenger. So I currently don't have any cell reception here. And I'll tell you what, this thing's been a game changer. Because, you know, being out of contact with people, especially if you're... I just like being in contact with people. And this has absolutely changed how I camp. I don't worry as much about having a cell signal. I still like having a cell signal for doing phone calls and all that stuff, and downloading podcasts and watching movies and stuff. But I don't have to have that. I can go a week at a time now without a cell signal. Because of this, I can stay in contact. And yeah, it's awesome. So I was messaging Jax's mom last night, despite not having a cell signal. So it's great. I really got it for backpacking. It's great for van life. If you do both things, it's an absolute no-brainer to have some sort of satellite messenger. It's also an emergency beacon, so it has an SOS. This thing flips and there's a button. And it also links to my phone through an app, and I can actually message emergency services back and forth. And yeah, awesome. So I have contact to emergency services. I can send my location to friends and family. It's it's a great device. I'm not really going to talk about the competitors to it, like the Garmin inReach or the Spot device or any of the others. You can do your own research if it comes down to buy a satellite messenger. But for just strictly messaging, from the research I've done, this is as good as it gets. Like, it's great. And it's cheap. It's relatively. It was $199 for mine, and the price has actually gone down. They're now like $150 for the device. And then you do have to have a subscription plan. Unfortunately, there's no way around that. What I like about this device is the mid plan, the $35 a month plan, actually comes with a decent amount of messages. That doesn't really seem to be the case with the other ones. It comes with 250 messages a month for the mid plan, or I could pay $50 a month for the unlimited. If you wanted to just use this for half the year, say 6 months, you can turn it off, but there is a service fee for the time that you're not using it. So I think it's like $5 a month or something like that. So if you didn't use it for 6 months, you would still have to pay $5 a month. But that's actually cheaper than most of the others. Most of the other plans on the other devices have like, you pay a monthly subscription, and that monthly subscription is more if you're turning it off for some months out of the year. So just for the plans the plan that works for me best is their mid plan, the Zoleo mid plan. And this device is more than, the Garmin InReach is like 400 bucks. This is 150. So huge difference in price, great product. This is pretty much just a satellite messenger and an emergency beacon. You can send your location to people, but they can't constantly track you like with a GPS device like the InReach. So it is a little different, but it fits my needs perfectly, which is messaging and having an emergency beacon. So it's really straightforward. There's just 2 buttons on it, really, 3 buttons. There's the SOS button, which you flip that up and then press it. There's the check-in button, so you can have somebody in your contacts that you send a message that just says, I'm okay, this is my location. It's like an automated message. And then there's the power button. And that's pretty much it. And then there's a plug-in right here to plug it in to power it. And yeah, it weighs 5.4 ounces, I think. So it's relatively light, relatively small for backpacking. It's great. You do have to be conscious of your tree cover. If you're in a super forested place, it can be a little hard to get a message out. But I've been able to get a message out here, and this is pretty forested. So yeah. Before I go on, I am going to take you to my hike, which I haven't done yet, to Preston Falls. And maybe we'll check out early intake a little bit too. I feel a little weird about filming there because people live there. So I don't know if I'll film at early intake. But I will show you the waterfall. So here we go. This is the Tuolumne River. Great fishing holes and places to swim as well. Bringing back some memories. So here we are, hiking to Preston Falls. So the Preston Falls Trail pretty much starts right at the power plant, just past it. You can find the trailhead at the on Google Maps, just Preston Falls Trailhead. And yeah, it's a fun little hike as I remember. Last time I did it was almost 30 years ago. But yeah, the trail pretty much follows the Tuolumne River here the entire way. And yeah, that's 4 miles each way, so about an 8-mile hike. I'm starting a little late. I'm starting about 1 in the afternoon, so probably won't get back till 5 or 6. But yeah, I'm super excited. If you notice, I'm looking at the trail a lot. That's because there's a lot of rattlesnakes in this area, so you do have to keep your eyes open. It's a neat little sand beach down there. Too early for a dip though. I've got a lot of miles to get in first. Yeah, we're currently at about 2,500 feet of elevation, so it's very low elevation here, which is great. It means you can do this hike early and late season. However, once you're getting into late May, early June, it's pretty hot out here, like it is right now. I did bring my sun umbrella, so I might break that out here. But the hooded sun shirt's working out pretty good. But yeah, I might go to the umbrella and just see if I can keep a little cooler. We'll definitely be jumping into the creek today. The river, I should say. Nice little sandy beach. I am not to the falls yet, but I'm going to stop here for lunch and maybe a quick dip as I am sweaty. This little guy was hitching a ride on my day pack. Okay, it's lunchtime. I brought a little veggie wrap with salami and feta. Pretty exciting. And some fresh blueberries. Well, that was delicious. I'm starting to learn that's the way to get me to eat salad, is just wrap it in a tortilla. And yeah, throw some salami and feta on there, and that was delicious. Yeah, I am going to delay my jump in. I'm going to wait till I get to Preston Falls. I've cooled off enough just from sitting in the shade here, so let's continue. The remains of an old cabin. Pretty much all that's left is the fireplace here. So I was really tired after the hike, and I just made some noodles for dinner. These are Korea noodles that I got from the 99-cent only store. They are spicy mayonnaise cheese flavor. I know that sounds horrific, but they were pretty good. I had 2 packs. So yeah, hopefully that was Preston Falls. I've had this for about a year now. It's been great. So it links up with a app on your phone. So pretty much I don't press any of these buttons. I just use the app. So I just use my phone. You know, so it has some basic functions that it can do without the app, but otherwise you kind of need your phone to use this. So some people that's a major downer. For me, it's not a big deal at all. Like, I can still send an emergency with this device if I have to, or check in. But if your phone breaks, yeah, that is a bummer. You can't really communicate with the emergency services. You can only just say, I'm in trouble and here's my location. But with the app, of course, you can. So it's, I've had it a year. I just can't even imagine either backpacking or van life without it. It was a great purchase. It was a really, really good purchase. Highly recommend it. It messages very well. You know, satellite messaging is slower than texting. It might take, you know, a minute for the message to send, and then you might have to check in 5 minutes later. So it's a little clunkier than just texting people. But you can have two-way communication back and forth. And yeah, I think for somebody who likes to go camping out in the woods all the time, it's great to be able to do that and still be in touch. I was out of cell service for like a week in Kings Canyon, and I was still able to communicate with my satellite messenger. And yeah. Yep, it's nice. It's, yeah, like I was saying, it's fairly light, 5.4 ounces. So it's not hard to take backpacking with you. I usually when I'm in the van, I just put it in the window seal, the front windshield, and I can get a signal out from there. And yeah, I mean, that's all I really have to say about it. The mid plan is great. It's 250 messages a month, which is plenty for me. That ends up being about 8 messages a day, so I can send 4 and receive 4. And that was if I was out of reception for the entire month, which I'm never going to be. So really, it's probably more like double that. I could send 8 and receive 8, you know, for 15 days out of the month. And that's, yeah, that's plenty. That's plenty. So, yeah, that's pretty much my story. Zoleo, highly recommended. I'm not being paid or anything. It's not a paid sponsorship. It's just something that's been very beneficial to my van life and my backpacking life. And I just thought it was worth talking about it, reviewing it, mentioning it. Highly recommended. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff.